As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here in. As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone. I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive? Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so,
You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings of 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
The last one was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Lance now on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
18 rather.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Check mash. Wrestle lead.
Cook up the gut. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
99 Broncos, 19 White. 3, Buffalo 18.
Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a little floater there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Lance being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Niners 21, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here in this first half. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lance now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, it's Lance. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Lance. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 5. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
60 average, 60 average. 10 to 11, 10 to 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
McCaffrey on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Here's Lance. And it's caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 3, second and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing.
Quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted, and you can tell on the sideline those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Lance going to sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Lance going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Niners add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and long.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. Here we
After
go.
the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw here.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go, Reed, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, you have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the 49ers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round